Welcome to Canning What You Grow. I'm Holly Baird. This is presented to you by the WisconsinVegetableGardener.com. Well, today we're doing something that's not quite canning. We're actually going to freeze green beans for preservation over the winter. And the reason why we're showing how to freeze them is because not everybody has a pressure canner, and the only way to safely preserve your green beans is either to pressure can them. You can also pickle them by making like dilly beans or pickled green beans, and that you can do with a hot water bath, or you can freeze them. You really have to like dilly beans or pickled green beans in order to want to enjoy them. Unfortunately, we really don't. So we wanted to show you, especially for those of you who may not have a pressure canner, because they are a little bit costly. We're going to show you how you can preserve your green beans from your garden or the farmer's market so you can enjoy them with your winter meals. So the first thing you want to do is you want to pick your green beans, and this is basically the perfect size. These ones right here, if they have gotten a little big, like these here for example, you can save those for seeds. So you just want to let those go ahead and dry out. So then you want to cut your beans, and you want to cut them into bite-sized pieces as we have here. And the nice part about freezing them is you can do this fairly quickly. So then that way, say you got a bunch, you want to put them in your crisper drawer for a couple days or something, then you can just go ahead, you got enough that you want to freeze them, and you can decide what size you want to freeze them. If you have a larger family, maybe you want to freeze them in a larger bag. Since it's just two of us here, we're going to basically do about like a half-gallon size. So you just cut the ends off, you cut them into the pieces that you want. We've already got these all cleaned up, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to blanch them. So one way you can cut them is with just a regular chef knife like this. Then you can also use kitchen shears. This is, some people like it because they think it's, faster or whatever. I guess it just depends on how your knife skills are. I don't really like it because it shoots the beans across the place. I'd rather just use my kitchen knife. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all chopped up, and then I'm going to show you how you blanch them so that you can get them to freeze. Okay, so now I have my beans all chopped, and it's up to you how big or small you want to chop them. If you want to chop both ends, you always want to chop the end off that comes from the vine or the plants or whatever. So you're going to blanch them, and what you want to do is blanching is pretty simple. You're going to submerge them in boiling water for 3 minutes. Then you're going to put them in an ice bath, and then you can put them in your freezer bags. So I just kind of do this in batches. I just take, make sure my hands are clean. I just take a couple big handfuls. Ooh, it's a little hot. And then I just let them do their thing. And I wait 3 minutes. You can set a timer. You can watch your clock, whatever you want to do. I set the timer just in case I forget. Okay, so we got our second batch. The timer just went off. We're going to get these guys into the ice bath here. And that water is still cold. I just checked it, so that's good. And we do have a couple different varieties here. We have a blue lake pole bean. We have a golden wax, and then we have a traditional bush, just regular traditional bush green bean. So that's our variety. So we're going to get these in the ice bath for a couple minutes, get them drained off and rinsed off, and then we're going to get them in the bags. Okay, so we're going to get these in our freezer bags. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you have a food saver, you could use that. Some people will use freezer paper and butcher paper. We chose to use the freezer bags. You want to make sure they are freezer bags and not just like gallon storage bags. You want to make sure they're freezer bags because they're thicker and they're designed to withstand freezer burn. So maybe from a self-sufficient standpoint, you don't like the idea, you do want to pressure can your beans, and that's fine. This is what works for us. Say our power goes out for an extended period of time, we do have a deep freeze, I guess we'll just have to start eating beans. So that's what we'll be doing. So I'm going to go ahead, this is 2 cups. I have measured it out, so I'm going to just start with 2 cups per bag and then kind of go from there. Okay, so I've got 2 cups in each bag, and I'm just going to take it by the handful and put them in the rest of the bag. And then there's a couple ways you can kind of get the air out of these or seal these up. Some people choose to use a straw. I feel I'm pretty good at getting the air out just like this. So if you don't have a food saver and maybe you don't want to use a straw, you think it's gross or something, that's fine. Just, try to squeeze as much air out as possible. And then I usually will kind of seal it part way and try to squeeze more air out and then seal it the rest of the way. And as you can see, there's not much air in there. So I'm going to go ahead and write on them so I know when I froze them, and that way we have an idea. And they should keep for about a year. In most places, in most houses, they probably won't keep past, early spring. But, so there you have it. You have your green beans all frozen, ready to go, and a good way to preserve them, and a cost-effective way as well. I'm Holly Baird, and this has been Canning What You Grow. To see all of the Canning What You Grow video series, you can visit our website, which is thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com, and you click on the Canning What You Grow icon.